I have to say, I don't know anybody else's experience. I had a great time while we were doing the show.
Oh,
I did.
absolutely.
I was always grateful and
Did anybody
proud of
not
the
have a
show.
great time?
I don't know. I don't know.
Have you checked
They
with
don't come to me.
everybody?
But I have grown more fond of it in distance. You know, I guess because when you're doing, once it hit, you kind of went, oh yeah, I'm on a big TV show.
Yeah.
What's next? What's next?
Right. Uh-huh.
And in retrospect, you look back and go, what's next? Most people don't get that. You know, for God's sake.
Exactly.
Can't you just sit and go with? I always say, you know, any project is an arranged marriage. You don't know who you're getting in bed with. You don't know anything. And loved the people, loved the material, loved the characters.
Yeah.
It was the whole thing was really a blessing. And though I was aware of it, I think I'm, you know, exponentially more aware of it.
You know, the thing I always say about the show is you guys individually, I mean, amazing. But put together, it was like lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
And it just all worked. And in talking about what a great place to work it was, I mean, also, don't you think the tone that Larry, David, and Jerry Seinfeld set, it kind of, you know, the fish stinks from the top down. Like when it's good guys at the top, you know, the love that they spread, the crew, everybody loved everybody.
And also the you know, well, Jerry talks about this, about writing stand-up, and I'm sure you can speak to this as well. It's how much do you care? How much are you going to put into it?
Yeah.
And I remember, I mean, Jerry told a great story recently about when they came up with the ending for The Marine Biologist, and he talks about it in praise of me learning the monologue quickly, which was, you know, that's just a card trick. But what I tell the story about is they had an ending that we were all very excited about during the week.
Oh,
and then
really?
we got it in front of the audience, and it didn't quite get the reaction
Do you
everybody
remember what it
wanted.
was?
I don't.
Oh,
I wasn't, because
wow.
I wasn't in it. My storyline stopped when I walked out into the ocean.
That's so funny.
But I think it was a coffee shop scene. And I don't remember what storyline we were tying up, but it wasn't mine.
Yeah.
And they did the scene in front of the audience, and it got a fine reaction, but they just went, nah, not gonna. And I remember you guys all circled the wagons, the circle of wagons of writers, and 15 minutes later, Larry comes over and goes, how fast can you learn a monologue? But I always go, to have that idea in their back pocket, work it out while the audience is sitting there, and not, we were a hit show by this point. They could have let it go. They couldn't let it go.
No.
So on that note, because I'm thinking back in prepping, there was a scene with the ugly people in the restaurant.
Yes, in
And
Curb.
they needed a line. Curb. And Larry needed a line, and your line was?
Right. He needed a line when he saw the ugly people as he was walking through. So I gave him... Oh, what happened here?
But that's that kind of thing where you're. It's there's that embedded in my brain. Right? But that's the writing. That's when people say, "What do comedy
but not only
writers?"
is it the writing, but and again, another compliment for Carol. It's writing for the guy you're writing for. I mean, in and of itself, it's a smart line, but it's not necessarily a home run. It's a home run on Larry David. You know?
Right.